We are live. So Hare Krishna, my humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees, and welcome you for today's Throwback Thursday organized by Iskcon Seshadripuram. And today we have with us a very special guest, Bandhu Baldeva Prabhuji and Her Grace Ratnangi Revathi Mataji. So before starting, I'll just give a quick introduction about both. So both are from Tamilnadu, from a traditional Brahmin family, and Prabhuji by profession is an engineer. And currently, Prabhuji is working in as a facilities head at one of the government organizations in Saudi. And both got connected to Krishna consciousness in 2009 and received their second initiation in 2019. And both are actively engaged in preaching, in different languages, taking care of multiple preaching programs. So we would like to welcome Prabhuji and Mataji like when she comes. So by chanting one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Over to you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Yes.
Hare Krishna, pranams Prabhu, and pranams to all the devotees. So, how much time, Prabhu? 5 minutes or 10 minutes?
Prabhuji, you need to it's a total 1 hour session. We close by 9 p.m. IST.
Okay. So, means anything else is there? It's only this for 1 hour. How is it, Prabhu?
Yeah, for 1 hour, you can share different realizations about with Maharaj,
Okay.
different pastimes of Guru Maharaj, for benefit of all of and any teaching, any learning and lessons that you want to, convey to a God family, being a senior member of the family.
Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Pranams once again to all the devotees and my good wife Ratnangi Revathi Devidasi is with my son, who is a special needs son, and he's currently a little bit cranky, and she is trying to manage him, and hopefully she will join shortly. So as far as our realizations is concerned, so as Prabhuji introduced us, we got the mercy of Guru Maharaj, and we joined Iskcon in 2009, 15 years ago, and it was in Damodar Desh, Iskcon, Dubai. And in 2013, we took the first initiation under by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. So he was merciful enough to accept us as as his disciples, and both of us took it together. It was on 15th September 2013, and after that we continued, and we did whatever we could in terms of things like Bhakti Vriksha at our home. She was taking Bal Utsav classes. We have what is called as labor camps here, and the way the construction industry works in Dubai is a little bit different from the way it works in India. So here, the actual workers, they stay in camps from where they are brought in by buses in the morning, and then they go back to the same camp. I think it is now starting kind of coming up in the same way in India also, because wherever we go, we see that the workers are from different places. So here, so what we do is that in the camps, Maharaj renamed the camps as ashrams, and then we do outreach programs every week, depending on their holiday. Some of them are on Thursday, some of them are on Saturday, some of them are on Sunday. So it all differs. So we do outreach programs. So I was handling around 2 to 3 camps. Whatever I'm telling, it is when I was in Damodar Desh. A year back, I went to Sanatan Dham, which is Saudi Arabia. And then when festivals used to happen, whatever we could, we used to do. Actually, Mataji was very participative in terms of garlands and all those things. I was the bad child of the family. I just sometimes babysitting Hari, and then I would say not doing much. So last 1 year, I moved to last year back August. I moved to Sanatan Dham, which is Saudi Arabia. And once in a week in the Namahatta, I take Bhakti Vriksha classes. And as far as Guru Maharaj is concerned, as all of you know, he is a ocean of qualities. So Guru Maharaj तो गुणों की भंडार है. So I'll try to. I know that I'm not so qualified to talk about the qualities of Guru Maharaj, but we'll try to touch upon a few qualities. I would say two or three, and I would like to hear from you all of you also. The first and the foremost is his quality of showing mercy even when he is under tremendous distress. So yeah, I can see some sound is coming. Mitravinda Mamata Mai Mataji. It is from my son Hari, who is as badmash as me. So he is trying to disturb. We are trying to manage. But yeah, we will try to control it as much as possible. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for understanding. So the first quality which would like to glorify. So like Lord Krishna, Guru Maharaj does not, sorry, Guru Maharaj does not need our glorification, but we are all doing it for our purification. So the first quality is mercy under distress. So we all know that practically more than half of Guru Maharaj's material body is paralyzed, and he is not able to move, even even opening his mouth, feeding, eating, practically everything is an austerity. Even under such a condition, we saw that he's showing so much of mercy to all the devotees. So I was reminded about a shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam. It is coming in the 8th canto, and it is starting with Tapyante Loka Tapena. I will see if I can. Is it okay if I can share the shloka, or is it possible for you to share it, Prabhu, if you don't mind?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'll make you co-host.
8744. If my memory is right, it is 8744. 87.44. All right. Please. Hare please.
Yeah, correct. Tapyante log tapne.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Yes. So this is exactly the shloka. You are troubling so much. Hare Krishna, please accept our apologies. Are you able to hear my voice clearly, Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhuji. And no issues, Prabhuji. Like we can understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, whenever I see this quality of Guru Maharaj, when we have a small problem, for example, if there's a headache, or if you are feeling dizzy, or if you have a small cut anywhere, we talk so much about it, and we practically forget everything around us. We expect people to be under service. But Guru Maharaj when he is under so much of distress physically, and he is dependent on disciples for each and every moment of his, even his opening of the eyes, his eating, everything is so difficult. There is no need to explain because all of you are aware of that. So, under such a condition, he shows mercy to everyone. So, this shloka, it is exactly our Guru Maharaj is a, I would say, a living example of this particular shloka. Tapyante loka tapena sadava prayasho janaha paramaradhanam taddi purusha asya akilatmanah. So, it is said that great personalities almost always accept voluntary suffering. If you can scroll a little bit above, Prabhu, if you don't mind, Hare Krishna. Yeah. Almost always accept voluntary suffering because of the suffering of the people in general. This is considered the highest method of worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is present in everyone's heart. Now, we all know that whatever he is going through, he is doing it for each and every one of us. So, I heard that Guru Maharaj, when he was given, when he was taken as a disciple by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, so he was given the target of making 50,000 disciples. And he is the only disciple to whom such a target was given by Srila Prabhupada. And making 50,000 disciples is not a small joke, and it is not very easy. And I heard that as of now he has crossed well beyond that. But all of us know that when he got the stroke, I believe it was in 2009, at the time it was nowhere near that figure. But never for a moment he thought that um, why how is it, how am I going to make so many disciples, how am I going to do all those things. He never ever thought about that. He never ever worried about that. He had 200% confidence in the words of Srila Prabhupada, and in also the mercy of Krishna. So when we talk about faith, his faith in Srila Prabhupada and Lord Krishna was 200%. So Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 9.3, Ashraddha Danaha Purusha Dharmasyasya Parantapa Apraptyavan Nivartante Mrityu Samsara Vartmani. So the Shraddha. So Guru Maharaj was an example of how strong should be our Shraddha in Lord Krishna and in Srila Prabhupada. So Lord Krishna says in that shloka, Ashraddha Danaha Purusha. So all of you know that Shraddha means faith. Ashraddha means lack of faith. Ashraddha Danaha Purusha. So if somebody does not have faith, Dharmasyasya Parantapa. We can do how much our bhakti we want. Put this tilaka, have this kurta, Hare Krishna, like that we all can do. But he says, Dharmas Ashraddha Dana Purusha. When we do all those things without Shraddha, Apraptyavan. So Lord Krishna says, Apraptyavan. That person cannot attain me. Okay, what will happen? Apraptyavan Nivartante. Nivartante means he will come back. They will come back again and again. In what they will come back? He tells in the last line, Mrityu Samsara Vartmani. So that is the importance of faith in devotional service. We don't carry products in suitcases to sell to people. So this concept on science of Krishna consciousness depends on how with how much amount of faith we approach. Faith not with blind faith, but with practical knowledge through Bhagavad Gita, through Bhagavatam, in the association of devotees. So Guru Maharaj was a perfect example, even though he got that stroke in 2009, he never lost faith. When this target of 2009, if 50,000 devotees, even if 50 devotees target is given to us by Guru Maharaj, this number will always be in the back of our mind every day, day in and day out. Forget about 50,000. So think about this thing. He never lost faith in the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, in the instructions of Srila Prabhupada. He exactly followed the footsteps of Guru Maharaj. We are his footsteps of Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. So when Srila Prabhupada met His Holiness Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, we all know that the moment Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur saw Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur instructed Srila Prabhupada that you go to Western countries and then preach the Krishna Bhakti. So Srila Prabhupada took up this not immediately, but after 20-25 years. We all know that when he took it up, he was close to 70. He never thought, will I be able to do this at this age? Because he had faith in the instructions of his spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. The same faith our Guru Maharaj had in Srila Prabhupada. And that faith did not diminish even by 1% when he had the stroke and when he had these bodily limitations. So being in Damodar Desh, I only have this Vani association, the association of his lectures. But I heard that he has traveled more, he has made more disciples, he has given more lectures, he has gone to more temples after he has had the stroke. So that is the power, that is the I don't know, the strength of Guru Maharaj. So which proves that he is not in this material world. So there are so many shlokas in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, which says that when we take shelter of Lord Krishna, when we take shelter of the spiritual master, whatever we want to do in his service, it happens. Lord Krishna makes it happen. And the same way Srila Prabhupada prayed to Lord Krishna that make me as your puppet, make me as your servant. So in the same way, Srila Guru Maharaj also considered him as an instrument in the hands of Lord Krishna. He exactly followed Srila Prabhupada's instruction. So in the 70s, when the Iskcon movement was set up, many times disciples used to ask Srila Prabhupada that Srila Prabhupada, you are always talking about humility. How to make this humility come in our practical life? Srila Prabhupada always used to give the same example again and again and again. So Srila Prabhupada used to tell that when a surgeon does a surgery, the knife cannot claim credit for doing the surgery. The surgery is always done by the surgeon, and the knife is just an instrument in the hands of the surgeon. Similarly, each and every one of you, Srila Prabhupada used to say that just consider yourself as an instrument in the hands of Lord Krishna. So for us also, it's a very valid instruction. So when we give lectures, when we do seva, when we do so many things, people praise us. क्या lecture दिया है प्रभु जी? What lecture you have given today? Mataji, your vada was the topmost today. Prabhuji, your kirtan was the best kirtan today. So when we hear all those things, somehow or other, that things come to our this thing that I have done it, we have done it. So this is the one topmost thing that Srila Prabhupada said, that always consider yourself in the as an instrument in the hands of Lord Krishna. When you do that, whatever credit you get, subconsciously you pass it on to Lord Krishna. Guru Maharaj followed exactly the same instructions of Srila Prabhupada 200 percentage, not even one plus or minus 1% deviation. So, and that was the reason why under this condition, COVID, this, that, everything came. His service has not diminished even 1%. And that is because of his humility, of his considering himself as an instrument in the hands of his spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, in the hands of Lord Krishna. This is the second quality, and because of this, he is able to pass the mercy even though he is under distress. So we saw the quality of showing mercy to each and everyone, even though he was under distress. He saw the quality of always considering himself as an instrument in the hands of Lord Krishna, because of which he is able to achieve what was unthinkable, even when he got the stroke. So this is the second quality. The third quality is attention to detail. So this attention to detail is kind of amazing. So I've heard of so many uh, pastimes where he remembers minute things about many of his disciples, and he even remembers things which sometimes even the local yatra or congregation forgets to some extent. So I would like to narrate a pastime when we practically experienced this detail, attention to detail of his. So I think it was in 2014. We had a trip to we had a trip from Damodar Desh Yatra to Bangladesh and Mayapur, and uh, we joined. Means my family. We joined in the Mayapur in the India section of the Bangladesh and Mayapur trip, and when we came, we brought one of our Bhakti Vriksha devotees. They were upcoming devotees. They are now already initiated by Guru Maharaj. So we brought them under us. We brought them along with us, and our native language is Telugu, and their native language was Telugu, and we know that Guru Maharaj in Mayapur, he has that lotus this thing. He was staying in the room, and there is a queue of devotees who are waiting to see, and we were waiting in the queue along with that family, and I don't remember something. The husband and wife were talking in Telugu, and actually we were, I would say, ahead of us. We had around, I think, two or three devotees. So when our turn came, so our yatra leader, His Grace Sri Valla Prabhu, introduced us that he is Bandhu Baldeva Prabhuji, Ratnangi Revathi Mataji, and he signaled us to introduce this family. So we introduced the family. They are Ramesh, they are Lata, they are upcoming devotees in our Bhakti Vriksha. Both the husband and wife, they paid their obeisance and they got up. Guru Maharaj asked, Baga Unnara in Telugu. We were absolutely, I don't know, surprised, shocked, whatever you call it, because they were talking in a very I don't know, like how we whisper to each other, a little more than that. And then there were at least two or three couples in front of them. So he heard and he remembered that it was the third or the fourth couple. And when they came in front of us, there was no conversation in Telugu or anything. They just paid their obeisances and then got up. He asked Baga Unara, how are you in Telugu? So this is a very small gesture, but it is shows his attention to detail. So he used to say that devotees come into Krishna consciousness primarily because of love. So one of the aspects of this love is attention to detail, remembering the small things about devotees who come into Krishna consciousness, like what is their birthdays, what is their anniversaries. These are all small things which may look to be not so significant, but it makes a huge it takes a large part in bringing new devotees into Krishna consciousness and into retaining new devotees. And the devotee care program, which is being held under the auspices of Guru Maharaj, I heard, is very successful because he has imbibed this quality, which is the attention to detail, under his with all his disciples also. And he used to say, whenever we come, that please try to ensure that when you make new devotees, more than philosophy, more than anything else, give them love. Let them see as to what is this movement of Srila Prabhupada is, how it is different from the parties which are happening. So how we can express this love? So Guru Maharaj always used to say, people always make mistakes. So don't talk about their mistakes openly. It's not that we should not talk. So talk to them privately, and then don't gossip. And then these are all things which, when people listen, when people see that in Iskcon, people don't gossip, people don't talk behind others' backs, and people love each other, people don't judge. So people, uh, the devotees, they give others their space, and then they accept people, devotees, for what they are. So this, the Krishna consciousness movement grows, and it grows in the right way. And Guru Maharaj is a perfect example of that. So attention to detail and dovetailing that into devotee care, into love, because that is one thing which nourishes Krishna consciousness. So this is the third quality. The fourth quality is doing everything without any what do you say, lamentation. Even though he is undergoing so many problems, all the service he takes care with love. So have any one of us, so for example, if somebody comes to me when we have some problem, we first tell our problem and then talk about the service. I think all of us would have met Guru Maharaj or would have had his association in one form of the other at any single point of time. Has he talked about his problems? I am sure definitely no. So even though he's undergoing so many issues, he has never talked about his problem at any point of time. This is a perfect example of loving devotion service. So in all the purports of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, which Srila Prabhupada has written, whenever the word devotional service is used, Srila Prabhupada always tries to add the word loving. The reason that word is added and he is trying to put the word loving devotional service is that Lord Krishna wants whatever seva we do, we want to do in a loving way with prema. And always Srila Prabhupada used to give the example of what is the way of what is the example of that, the bhava of that, exactly the same bhava in which a mother does takes care of the children. So the mother cooks for her children, washes the clothes. Uh, when they do the soiling, she washes the child. She doesn't feel awkward that I am doing potty washing for my child and all those things. So when there is a similarly a father, the father doesn't need a reminder to pay the fees of their children. So they do it with a love. So this is exactly the same bhava which Srila Prabhupada means when he puts the word loving devotional service. Do everything out voluntary with love and affection. Oh my God, today I've been asked to do so much. I can go to sleep only at 11 o'clock. So today, that Mataji has been given the main seva of making that pulao. I've been given the seva of only cutting the vegetables. So like that, let us not complain or have any sorts of complaint when we are doing devotional service. So because it does not have any effect. Devotional service purifies us only when it is done with love and affection. Lord Krishna doesn't want our Bhagavad Gita class. He doesn't want our Kirtan. He doesn't want our 108 coconuts. Whatever we are doing for our purification. So when we do for our purification, we have to do it with love and affection. So our Guru Maharaj is a perfect example of how to do devotional service without lamentation, even under the conditions in which he is in. So this I would say is one of the many qualities. This is the fourth which we covered today. I think we started with mercy under distress as the first quality. The second quality we saw is the faith, the unbridled faith, and along with the unbridled faith, sorry, we saw the humility by considering himself as an instrument in the hands of Srila Prabhupada and in the hands of Lord Krishna. And then the third we saw is the attention to detail and dovetailing it into devotee care. And the fourth is not having lamentation in whenever he is executing devotional service, irrespective of the problems which he faces. And then the the last which I would like to cover for the day, but definitely not the least, is his sense of humor. So he has, and whenever he used to uh, give examples, he used to give examples with a lot of humor, even though It's even though it is going through, he's going through so much of pain. So there was one class which was there in Damodar Desh, where he was giving example of how we have to do Ekadasi fasting. So, so he used to say that the fasting is for our purification, and uh, we should not think that XYZ is not seeing, so that I don't need to follow and all those things. My Guru Maharaj is not seeing, or my Siksha Guru is not seeing. And he used to give an example: when you are fasting, don't don't go for swimming, and don't go underwater and then drink water. This is a very this is one thing which comes to my mind. And like that, his great Jagat Sakshi Prabhu told the example of there was some there was there was some kind of a spiritual quiz, some kind of magic which was going on, where some devotee, for the benefit of children, he was taking some small ball, putting in his mouth, and then making it appear and then disappear and then appear, something like that. Somebody was asking as to what happens if the person who is performing magic automatically swallows it. Guru Maharaj told, "Don't worry, it will come out next day." So like that, even though when he's in so much of pain, he has this sense of humor, and he always gives he associates with devotees in a way in which they can relate. I came to know that when when we are trying to bring newer fights, he suggests that let us go shopping along with them, let us go for a picnic, so that they get the association of devotees. He is like a fire. So they say, it is said in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, that sannyasis should be like fire. So fire is so pure that whatever impurity you put it in that, the fire burns the impurities. The fire does not get contaminated by that. Similarly, the purity of Guru Maharaj is so much that he is practically like fire. So in this material world, it is not so easy when you are dependent on so many people, when you are going through so much of distress, particularly, it is not so easy to be pure. When every third or fourth day dialysis has to be done, every month so much of checkup, and it is difficult to do chanting, it is difficult to count. We are dependent on so many people to do seva for each and every step. 5 and 6 different participation of at least 5 or 6 different disciples or devotees or people are involved. It is not easy to be pure, but Guru Maharaj, in spite of that, is so pure that he is able to customize the devotional experience even for neophytes also. So when he came to Dubai, he went to mall. He suggested that let us go for a picnic along with devotees. When Expo 2020 happened, he came here. He enthusiastically visited as many stalls as possible. Why? Because he wanted to use this concept for TOVP in Mayapur. So even when he is giving this kind of association to neophytes for bringing them into Krishna consciousness, he retains the purity, he retains the purpose. He is always mindful of the ultimate goal of bringing as many devotees in Krishna consciousness. Um, Hare Krishna. So these are all some of the um, benefits, some of the um, uh, characters, some of the qualities of Guru Maharaj, which I wanted to share with all of you. So, if you can give me a few minutes. I will request Mataji to come and join. I will take care of my son and I will ask her to come and join. Just few minutes.
Sure, sure, Prabhu. Please, please. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanvat Pranam. I'm sorry, either one of us had to take care of
Yes,
we
yes,
were in
we
Harinam.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my Prabhu had already uh, been speaking about the mercy of our Guru Maharaj, and this is what I practically also we are seeing it every day, every moment, what we are going through in our life, wherever. Uh, I have a big picture of Guru Maharaj in my kitchen itself. So whenever I feel like I'm disturbed or I have any personal, no, I can't do this, I can't take up this seva, or I cannot do chanting today, I immediately look at him and think the problems what he is going through, compared to that, what we are facing now is nothing, and he gives the strength, he gives all the mental strength, and we keep going after that. There is a lot of challenges that we are facing in our and whenever there is most of the time what happens is there will be a challenge happening, or it will be a testing that to conduct classes or do anything, we commit but we may not be able to do it. Even now, even when you are asking can we do it separately, I said no, it's not possible, because of this reason that where the one of us sometimes he's manageable and sometimes he's not. So in that case I need some support at home. So this happened. So then I used to think, okay, it is the mercy of Guru Maharaj, he will give some way, he will give the strength. That is how the thing our life is moving on. It's purely because of Vaishnava's blessings and Krishna Kripa, and especially Guru Maharaj mercy, that he is poured costless mercy on us. And though we are not we are not qualified, or uh, not to that level, but still he is like mercy of ocean, that he has poured all that to us, and now we are able to do whatever we can today. Hare Krishna. Thank you for giving this opportunity, first of all, Prabhu, being in the association of all the Guru Maharaj, God brothers and sisters here. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. You want to share some more pastime? We still have some time. If you want to share some one or two pastimes of yours with Guru Maharaj or anything.
Kind of pastimes. Many times when Guru Maharaj, see, actually we were not that very close to Guru Maharaj, yes, but since whenever he comes to Damodar Desh by our Shivalla Prabhu and Sitajar Mataji's, our Yatra leaders, mercy, we get connect with him. We used to get a chance to serve Guru Maharaj while cooking, seva or prasadam serving, or so most of the time before I used to get the garland making also. And two things I remember, Prabhu, when you asked immediately, the thing is one time when Guru Maharaj was, that time he was better in his food and all that, not that restricted, but it was restricted. And Guru Maharaj was in the victory flag in Shivala Prabhu's house, and um, it was that day he wanted South Indian food in the menu. I think we planned to make dosa for him, and we have to count. Even he was in proper diet. Every time he's in diet, even those days diet was there. We had to make dosas, which we have to calculate the grams and everything, and we were just finding it out very difficult. And we made out of poha and all that dosa batter with the help of other devotees. So my duty was that day, my seva was to make the dosa. And it was really tough, but I had to make very thin, crisp, small dosas. It should not go, certain size, and you have to make it very thin, and it should be crisp because Guru Maharaj likes that way. We thought only two or some, according to the quantities we have to serve, but Guru Maharaj was keep on asking, no, no, get me more, get me more. So we could remember Anilo, like he was asking, no, no, get me more. I want to eat. And he really enjoyed that day having dosa sambar. And we were like, oh, it may affect us health, but he was like, no, 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 let them make. So that is one incident, Prabhu. And one more thing is like when we had to make, since I've been into the garland making seva, I like making garlands. And there was time that he was gone into the allergy of not wearing flower garlands. The one point of time they said they should not give flowers for Guru Maharaj. So we were just thinking how we can replace the flowers and do something um, for Guru Maharaj because he was visiting here, and we were looked into different ideas, and somehow we got into making a satin flower garlands, and we, some of our Matajis and myself, we all engaged in doing it. Um, and he was so happy to accept whatever we made. So that also, like, though it was in a hurry, we had to make it, but he really carried it with him till Mayapur. So that showed his how he care for his disciples and the love that we show, and he reciprocate very well, Prabhu. um, so that is one another incident which always that touches my heart, like and wherever he was for some till for many other satsangs or any addresses he has to give, he used to wear that particular garland. I can see that. So I was feeling very happy. Okay, could serve Guru Maharaj in this way. Personally, this is like, was touching our heart. So it was nice. So after everything is more of like Prabhupada says that Vani Seva is important than Vapu Seva. So we are more connected with that now, since after Guru Maharaj health has become very difficult to travel. Now we are just in that, but still, yeah, he is there always in our heart to guide us. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So
Thank
anything, I can ask my Prabhu to come back again. Maybe,
Yes.
yeah, 2 minutes, Prabhu, I'll just call him.
Uh,
And
Thank you, anyways, Mataji, for sharing these pastimes as well.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Guru Maharaj is very special nature, to make us feel very special. I remember once I was handing him some donation, this was some, I think, 5, 6 years back. So he was there in Bangalore. That time I was in Bangalore. So he came for a program and I was handing him some donation. His personal servant was trying to take it from my hand. So Guru Maharaj snatched it from his hand and he touched to his heart and then kept it in his upper pocket. So in general, like, a person of his, level, and then, so many things to be taken care. He was going for a program, and I just entered in midway when he was going. And like, if we are there in his place, what we'll do? Like, at least I will, simply ticket, and I'll simply go. But he makes us feel so much special, so much special.
Yeah,
That's
Prabhu, that makes me remember one more thing, that when we were in Mayapur, actually, we went for a Mela, I think. And there also we got a chance by our Yatra leader and the devotees there. They said, you all come and cook one day. And we cooked, and I know, I remember you. So, like that, he was, so many devotees he's seeing. We are not just that he doesn't have to remember, but still he remembers each and every every soul. Like that's how he touches everyone's heart. I think he
Yes.
care about it, and he personally ask. It's not that he just leave it there. He also asks, how is this going on? How is that? How is in Dubai? What is your son doing? So he, like, he knows. He just sees once. That's it. But he's like a he records everything in his heart, and we can see that it is he is just not an ordinary personality in this way. That he is very, very kind, and many a times this happened. And also he takes very special care to each and every devotee. He keeps sending. Even in this time, we can see that he's replying to all the emails,
Yeah.
whatever we ask, any queries, any problems we face, we ask him. Actually, I feel very bad sometimes that he is though in very difficult condition. How can we put a mail to him? But still, he is out of his body. Actually,
Yeah.
he is like he is the perfect person who is showing what Bhagavad Gita says. He is out of his bodily this thing. So he actually replies to the mail, consider each and every devotee's concerns and what they need, what should we how to guide them is something really great, Prabhu. Dandavat. Always I wish that really, thanks to Krishna, that we say, right, Krishna, through Krishna we get Guru, or through Guru we get Krishna. So it is actually the way that we got connected to him, and through him, yes, definitely we are going to get to Krishna's mercy. Hare
Very.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I know. Do you want if I can just call Prabhu again once again to just conclude the session? Just give
Fine,
me
we
2
should
minutes,
join.
Prabhu.
Fine, otherwise we can conclude like whatever is comfortable, Mataji. Like if Prabhuji wants to come, then we can. Otherwise, you can conclude here as well.
Yeah, Prabhu, anything is fine. Like, this
Okay.
is what I would, I know many of the devotees here would have got some sort of connection with Guru Maharaj, if not at least, there's also one time happened that he visited to Damodar Desh, but we could not serve him because it was too many restrictions that time. And, but mentally, what we did was just mentally we prayed that and we offered everything here to Guru Maharaj, and even that way could see that the satisfaction happening in our like how Krishna as Paramatma is sitting in everyone's heart, and he fulfills the desire. Same thing happened for us. Like once when he was here we could not do it, but when we traveled to same time, within few months or something, that we had to go Mayapur for some other reason, but we served there. Like this is another we can keep talking about this if you think there are a lot of things that happen, but though we are not that closely connected with Guru Maharaj, but there are something or the other happening. So when we, even some devotees may think we are not able to directly connect with Guru Maharaj, or nowadays though he's very much in health restrictions are there, but just mentally, like when we start praying and do our sadhana and do things, and he accepts, we can feel that, we can feel it in our heart, and the reciprocation happens, and somewhere or the other you will get the chance to go and serve Guru Maharaj. So that also happens. So that's a really nice thing. So here, whoever is assembled, the devotees, I request, please let us closely keep chanting, doing some seva, and keep doing this, through meditation, like how a Brahmana, he was just, in his mind, he was serving Krishna. Similarly, we can just do it, even though we cannot go directly and serve Guru Maharaj. Like Prabhupada could not serve his Guru that closely, but he just, though met twice, but still he could do all the service what his Guru wanted. So we can just do that by wherever we are, just pleasing him by spreading Krishna consciousness to many other people. and what he wants, whatever Guru Maharaj wishes, that only, like what Srila Prabhupada wants him to do is what Srila Guru Maharaj also wants us to do. That spread this Krishna consciousness to many other people in the world and bring them, connect them to Krishna. So we, I think, take that as a vow and keep doing that, and Guru Maharaj will be definitely pleased by doing this.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. So, anything else?
Thank you, Mataji, for sharing. So, any devotee wants to ask any question to Prabhu or Mataji? Anything? So, you can just raise your hand in, and I'll see that in Zoom. If any devotee has anything, any question from Prabhuji or Mataji. Okay, looks like no question. So, anyone, any devotee wants to say something? Else we'll just close the session here. Just wait for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So Ahali Mataji is saying something. Jaya Samvi Mataji is saying, thank you Mataji and Prabhuji for sharing wonderful pastimes. Hare Krishna Danatna. Yes, so Ahali Mataji, you can unmute and say that.
Hare Krishna Maji, please accept my humble obeisances. Maji, thank you so much for such a beautiful pastimes and realizations. And Prabhu also shared so many qualities of Guru Maharaj. Actually, I really needed this topic, mercy under distress. And it's like Guru Maharaj very much fully reciprocated through you and Mahaprabhu with this topic. I'm really grateful for all the lessons and realizations you both shared. Manji, actually, I wanted to ask one question, if it's okay. It's that you were very much connected with Vani Association of Guru Maharaj, and we're sharing more of the pastimes of how with through Vani we can connect it, we connect with the spiritual master. So, Manji, can you like if it's possible for you, can you give us some pastimes where how Guru Maharaj reciprocates through Vani Association? Because Prabhu was also saying ki Vani Seva is more important than Bapu Seva. So, Vajay, if you can share how Guru Maharaj reciprocates to the Vani Association.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah, the Vani Seva, how we can connect is many a times when whenever we met Guru Maharaj, his desire was to preach this knowledge to many other people, Mataji. That was we were hearing many a times. And also in his lectures, most of the lectures, if you keep hearing, he was just talking about the pastimes of Krishna, and he would refer also that how to connect or bring people, or it is kind of saving them, giving them the new life. So I feel that when we start spreading this Krishna consciousness or giving this Bhagavad Gita, knowledge of Bhagavad Gita others, then automatically that satisfies Guru Maharaj desire as well, because he has promised to his Guru of Srila Prabhupada that I think when Prabhupada also wanted this to happen, that bring in, that's how we can see Guru Maharaj has so many disciples, and to connect each and every one in the Krishna consciousness. So I feel that would be the prime our goal, or the way that how we can please Guru Maharaj. Is that is okay, Mataji? That's clear?
Yes, Maji. Thank you so much, Maji.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much.
Hare Krishna.
So I think here we can conclude. So thank you, Mataji, and we also like to thank Prabhuji for sharing, wonderful pastimes and qualities, mainly qualities of Guru Maharaj. So Prabhuji shared wonderful qualities of Guru Maharaj, especially the one that I like the most is like, unflinching faith in Srila Prabhupada. So whatever happened, but Guru Maharaj always, hankering towards serving Srila Prabhupada, doing everything for Srila Prabhupada's pleasure. So that really touched my heart, that particular point, irrespective of any challenges, any difficulties coming, but still Guru Maharaj is determined that he'll serve Srila Prabhupada. So yeah, so we want to thank both of you. In spite of difficult situation, challenges, you are still to take out your wonderful time and gave us your wonderful association. So we are very grateful to you for that. And we would like to chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra for you and family. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Sindhu Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavam. Guru Maharaj
I was
ki.
fortunate, Prabhu, to associate with all of you. Only thing is, I was just waiting when Prabhu can be here so that I can. Sorry, I've been very, very late to respond and all that because of these things. I was just waiting for him also to be here so that we can both connect together. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Because of this we could at least sharing the realizations. We are remembering Guru Maharaj again. So we have to thank you, Prabhu.
No, Maharaj, it's a great fortune, because most of us who are there on this call, as I understand, are, got connected recently, maybe in last 10, 15 years. So we don't have that much association with Guru Maharaj. So we just, get our association through our senior God brothers and God sisters. So that way we are also very thankful, because of senior God brothers and God sisters like you, yourself, and Prabhuji, we can hear about Guru Maharaj, remember about him, and develop a desire to serve him. So, thank you.
Definitely. Thank you, Prabhu. Dandavат Pranam.
Dandavат Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.